Oh, Bum Shadows here with another live stream, arriving rather fashionably late, but I apologize for that. It is Flair Friday, as I said. I got a bunch of bumboxings to do of some retro Ric Flairs, and I even dug up a fifth one of WWE Superstars Ric. So since there's so many unboxings, I'm going to start with the Superstars one, Series 1. Now, I got this for you know why? Because I wanted that robe, baby. I don't mind the still figure, but and it was almost like what I was going to use to make a fig fed, but the arms just falling when I tried to pose them, and the legs just kept falling off and everything. But anyway, it was Series 1 way back when you had Honky Tonk and you had Hollywood and you had Flair, of course, and, you know, God rest his soul, Bray Wyatt. Let's see. Hey, what's up? What's up, Fly the L? I was getting nervous. There's no stream tonight. Hey, what's up? Pre-ordered the Adrian Adonis figs from the run today. Yeah, I'm sort of conflicted. It's almost like I want one or three. I definitely want, the pink one. Because that was, the WrestleMania one with Piper. And I really like that. And it comes with the shears. Kind of want the biker one. Maybe I'm being picky, but I just wish it had, jacket or something to it. So that kind of disappointed me. They all look pretty good, though, so I'm trying to, through J&J and see what I could come up with, because obviously I want to grab that shipping and discount, you know what I mean? So, yeah, hopefully I'll actually decide before it's too late. Okay, that's why I went with the 3. Yeah, I know, really. I think it could have settled for 2. I don't think the biker looked that good. Yeah, I like I like the idea of it, but like I said, without a hat or jacket, and I know maybe it's whatever it costs, but sorry, I mean, or just mold them on or something, because it's just maroon tights. You get the Big Apple on there, and his hair is slightly darker, but it's not remarkably that character, I feel, as opposed to the other 2, which are right on, you know. Yeah, what do we got here? Yeah, the biker needed that famous jacket that allegedly was handed down to Piper, I think. Bum is usually enough, so sometimes a little longer, sometimes a little shorter. True. But since I do have so many unboxings, or bumboxings, as I like to call them, I'm going to start off with a bonus one, baby. It's WWE Superstars, and this is way back from Series 1. And the reason I got this, it was really cheap, and I wanted the robe. Nothing against the form. I grew up with He-Mans, almost used the style of figure to do my fig fed, but ultimately decided on retros, which was a costly decision. So let's open up Flair, baby. Let me pop them right off. Oh, baby. And these cards are actually cool, I have to say. Almost like a throwback to the LJN style, almost. And then you got your Series 1. Like I said before, Bray Wyatt, God rest his soul. Ric Flair, Hollywood Hogan, God rest his soul. And Honky Tonk Man. And then you got backwards writing that you can't read. Woo! So there's that. Now, pop them all out of this plastic, baby. There he is right there. Pump them out. Easier said than done. Oh, they don't want you to steal this, Rick. They don't want you to get slick with Rick. They got to put these eyes around it and make it difficult. So if you're in there stealing this Ric Flair, haha, too bad. Oh, he's got a little microphone, so that's good. Alright, so this is a Superstars one. Where the hell? Oh, you must fit it in this hand, baby. Is it a screw job? No, it's in there, baby. Alright. Here's an H. And for what it is, I just got the mic out of hand, but for what it is, it's a pretty cool figure. I mean, I'm not against this line. Like I said, I almost used it but, well, let me disrobe him. You know, no shame here, baby. You might see the helicopter. He might whip it out. I don't know what's under this robe. It could be anatomically correct. It could be red tights. Carolina blue, that would be weird. Oh, come on, get that robe off. Oh, there it is. Red undies. I was hoping helicopter mechanism in the front that kind of went like that. No such luck, but there is an H. Boy, the most muscular he's ever been. Woo! But the real reason was I wanted to grab... Oh, by the way, got to give it all the points. He's got... If I can get it off the plastic. He's got like extra handy poos. Extra handies. And the shades. So, you know, it's there for the value. I didn't mind this line at all. And I was like, I got to cut something out. So I was like, yeah, I got to cut out the Superstars line because even at that point, retros are saturated. So I think I collected like the first 3 to 4 series. And I was like, I'm out. They're great figures, though. Here's that robe. And I'm thinking it will fit nicely on a retro Ric Flair. That's right. I got it just for this. It's cheaper than just getting a Ric Flair robe, actually getting the entire figure. Just a little pro tip right there. So not only could you get the robe, you just have a little Ric Flair chilling, cocking his head. Whoa, that's kind of creepy. Yeah, what do we get? I gotta go back. Just be chill. How long are you gonna stream today? Marathon 10-hour streaming incoming. Fly the L. Chris Dreyer. Woo! Fly the L. Woo! Wings. Fly the L. Gosh, I hate those little ties they use. And they're usually so tight, they are hard to cut with scissors or a knife. I know. Like, come on, guys, really. Seriously, just calm down with those ties. What else we got here? Plane ride from hell, too. Seriously, right? Chris Dreyer, take it off, showing it to the candy store. It kind of looked funny with the little orange there. Woo, 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 woo. It kind of worked out better than I thought it would. Good thing I wore the orange glove on one hand. Flair's milkshake brings all the girls to the yard. Yes, I do believe so. His front milkshake, not gross, but hey, that's what it's called. Flair giving out extra handies. Abdul in the shambles. Abdul in shambles, nice. But new running joke to replace zebra cakes. Flair in creepy, no. Yeah, I know, right? So that is that. Like I said, I don't mind this line. I think it's pretty cool. You know, if I was more financially free, I'd probably collect every single one. But, you know, I really just got this because it was just, this figure's so effing cheap. Like, I wanted this robe, and, like, it was like $12 by itself, or the figure for $8 with the same robe. And I'm like, well, let me think about that for a second. You know, and people don't want to accumulate things, but I do. So there's that. Now, brought to you by Berry Dreams. Which are the only dreams I have, baby. All right, now back to the matter at hand. Let's see. So now we get to the quote-unquote meat of the order. So I have two of these MFers. We got Bloody Nate. Woo! Unbloody Nate. I'm not bloody. Woo! We got them both. Now, I'm just going to unbox the bloody one first. And a little quick story. This Ric Flair, WrestleMania 8. My favorite WrestleMania when he lost to the Macho Man. Macho Man being my favorite. But they had a great match. They got blood. They got fined. And the famous story with Bret Hart and Roddy Piper. Same thing, but they didn't get fined, baby, because they hit it better. But I still love that match, WrestleMania 8, Ric Flair and Macho Man. Although they were supposed to put pictures of Elizabeth up, and they never did. So it was, even as a young man, I was very disappointed. Let's just say that. Anywho, now I guess Fly the L. Yeah, curious to see the zombie flares. I keep looking at them, but don't like zombie enough to buy. Totally understood. Totally understood. I'm gonna do this one right now. And I do on certain figures appreciate a bloody version, and Flair is one of them. I pre-ordered Harley Race that's bloody from TRT. What was the other one? Duel the Butcher. You know, when it makes sense. They could make a Bruiser Brody one bloody, I'm sure. Although I don't want to put out ideas out there. But with Flair, same thing. And this reminds me of the WrestleMania 8, match or whatever when he got the color. But he got it a million times too, so you could always equate it to a Flair match or whatever. Anyway, I'll stop yapping. I'm going to take this off the card. If I can. Well, these have been tight, baby. Someone must have complained to stay on the card anymore. Because, holy crap. Or, unfortunately, I'm just... Oh, no, alright. It's not me, thank God. Alright, so we got it off the card. Bingo, bingo. Not as bad as the ones I've been doing lately. I'm improving. That's what you can do. And it's like, let me out, baby. Oh, not long. Woo! And he's in there. Look, he's pointing like, I'm going to show you my pee-pee. So we got him out of that thing. Is he going to show you the pee-pee? No, you can't pull the tights down. One flaw in the figure already. No, I'm just kidding. So here we go. He's got some of the color, if you will. And not an alarming amount. Just a little bit, making the hair pinkish. Still cool, though. I like the concept. And I'm not exactly like, oh, Mr. Like, oh, they got to get bloody in the match, exactly. But when it makes sense, it makes sense. And with Flair sense. And with the hair being so blonde, the red with the contrast. He could have made it a lot gorier if he wanted to. You get a little on the forehead there. And he's in mid-woo. Now, well, before I get to it, let's see. Head's in there like... Not too bad. I mean, tight enough. Right arm, tight enough. He's pointing at you. Left arm, extra tight for some reason, but I like it, baby. And then, oh, that waist. Very tight. Very good. So nothing alarming about that. Now, I'll say, what I will say for Zombie is his... torso sculpts are pretty unique. And I will say, as weird as it sounds, and I've heard it before, but it's true, now that I'm seeing it in hand close, the physique is like dead on. Like his boobies, Same size, like look as same as his boobies and torso and everything. Like I'd say the best representation of a Ric Flair physique right off the bat. If you're going for realism, before I get out of hand here. Oh, I'm always out of hand. Let's see. You're curious. Isn't that funny how far pro wrestling has come or fallen? WWE filmed. Oh, geez, I can't even read. Fine color. Oh, AEW draws colors constantly just for giggles. I know, man. And not to echo so much Jim Cornette, but what can I say? Yes, when you do it every match, it doesn't make it like special, you know what I mean? It doesn't make it like a whoa if you see it every time. And what a horrible thing that you have to do every match just to keep with like your normal pace of matches. Like you get a bust just or get busted open or get cut over or whatever. Just every match, because now it's sort of expected. Now if a match doesn't have blood, is it as good? See, I think WWEF had a way about it. And I think when the guys broke the rules, it sort of made sense. Like match, and damn it, I should have grabbed the Macho Man WrestleMania 8 from Hastel Toys. Damn it. Anywho. Yeah, like in this match, I thought it made sense. Because Flair was like really taunting Randy, talking about Elizabeth, saying, you know, he photoshopped, before Photoshop was cool, Ric Flair was on it. And he photoshopped those photos with him, baby. And it just happened to be his name's Rick with an R, Randy with an R. Perfect storyline right there. So that's why I thought when the match came, WrestleMania 8, blood it be blood, because it should be that way. It was like a really intense match, I thought. Or maybe I just viewed it when I was young. But when I look back, it was a pretty cool match too. So I'll say that much. Now I'll say the likeness. All right. What I'll say is if he's in mid-woo, it's a little hard, like, really truly get, like, how do I say it? Like a good idea. Like, I guess if you paused a woo, it would make this and you took a picture. So it does look like the hands messed up. I get that. But I also do have a zombie sitting here where it's not bloody and it's the same head scan. So that should be interesting. But arm length. This one's a tad long. By a tad, I'm being generous. And then this one, it's bent so it doesn't seem as bad. But this one, yes. A little too long. And legs maybe a little too short. Or if you kind of shorten this one up just a little bit. Because this one doesn't look bad, because see, when it's bent, it's still like hip level and everything. And like doesn't look like elongated. But this one, for some reason, and maybe it's just me, but does look... Please come back. No, I don't know. But it does look very, like, longish. I don't know. I do got one eye, so judges you judge. But kind of interesting enough. You get the same outfit. Different style of figgy pose. But the same outfit. But not bloody. And He-Man style. And bloody. So what I was saying was, and I'll try to sum it up quick. The physique, as for the torso, is like dead on. And it's not even trying to be weird. I'm just being honest. That's like Flair's body. Oh, yeah. And like I said, this arm's great. Makes sense. It's got the point. It's got the thing. This one, though, maybe could have, like, his hand could have ended like even a half a hand, if that makes sense. Up just a little bit, but it is a little long. I'm not going to lie. What can I say? I'm not going to be honest. I got to be honest. So that's how it is. Of course, the traditional. Look at the buns. Looks like Flair's back. Looks like them nature butt cheeks. I do like the attention to detail with the, excuse me, the knee pads on the shin. Traditional Flair style. Get the RF. They look backwards, but they're in person, they're not. And you got it on his little red undies. So before I get too lost in the chef. Okay. Oh, no, I got the green screen again. Fuck. Yeah, body, it looks mostly good. The right arm looks long. Not sure about the face. I still really think bloody figs look right for some reason. Yeah, it's like... I'll sort of view it in like a toy way. Like, you know, but nothing like, it doesn't look, how the hell did I get green screen? It doesn't look like, realistic though, so I see what you're saying. Like, on this figure though, I don't mind it. I don't know. I would say actually, if this arm was just a little shorter, I don't think anything wrong with this. Maybe the blood adds to it. Like I said, oh, this friggin' screen. Like I said, it does make the figure look good, actually. Like I said, I have sky blue one without the blood, which I'll bumbox next. But let me see if I can figure out what the hell I did. I did something, obviously. Oh, crap. I mean, I'll keep it on. It's just, like, weird. Oh, jeez. Maybe I'm making it worse. Alright, hopefully... This is so weird. Anywho, too much blood in his hair, maybe. Not easy being green. I know, right? Like it, but it's also, like, kind of weird. And sure, why not? Let's just keep going. Yeah, the hair, it's in kind of like spots that are not exactly like connected, I guess. Like maybe at some point in the match he like rolled on his own blood or something, but I get what you're saying. I do like the first parts and the little bit on the forehead. And I'm not even a blood guy, but I think there could have been like a little more quote unquote blood. And I think it's like maybe more comparable to like, I don't know. Like he hasn't started bleeding yet, but like he rolled around. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I don't. Maybe you're just right. I don't know. I do like the front part, but I see what you're saying now about the back of the head because it's like, oh, if he first started bleeding, it wouldn't, I don't think it would just squirt and land, oh God, on the back of his head. I hope not. So there's Ricky Poo. And I just want to get some of these, not like out of the way, like, oh, these suck. But I want to, like, make sure I do them and just, like, keep up with, like, people saying, if they want to say something, you know. I didn't notice until they quit projecting the video and pulled up the screen. Yeah, I don't know what I did. Oops. Wasn't that. Lighting off, lighting on. La-da-dee-la-la-da. Oh, man. Alright, I was trying. I am, not good at technology, if you will. Okay, let's try to motorboat through this. So now, woo! Kind of looks cool, but I wish it would not do that as much. Oh man, I wish I could show this. Here's the picture of that. Here's a picture of the figure. It looks cool when the figure's there, but now you can't see the effing box. It kind of looks funny with, woo! What am I doing? Oh my goodness. All right. Jeez. How the frick do you shut this off? I can't. Oh man, what happened? What the frig happened? I don't know how I even did this. This is ridiculous. Alright, I'll just go with it, whatever. So, if you could... just stay... Oh, shit. I almost had it. Okay, if you can kind of see the card without the green taking over. It's not easy being green. Like Fly the L said. Alright, so let me take this off the card. Because I actually like that blood one a little bit. I wish one of the arms wasn't as long. Particularly the left arm. So you pop them off the package, baby. And if you could see it, you could be it. Yeah, something like that. On the back, something. Whoa. Trippy. Trippy. Alright, well, believe me. Oh, you can see Mike Awesome and I'm doing randomly floating in the sky. For all you people taking mushrooms out there, I think you should stay tuned because this is looking pretty trippy here. Alright, so, get this little plastic Shelly poo off. I will say, though, it does make the figures really focused. I do like that. And I have a big giant head, so I can put them in front of that, and it blocks it out, baby. So we got a blue. Woo! Turn them around. It's got a trippy bummy poo, but there you go. If I could show it. Well, maybe I could show it, but, you know, that's only if I get desperate for views. So on the back, it's a different color. Alright, maybe it's getting a little annoying trying to show it. Navy blue on the front, Carolina blue on the back. I think anyone that's a Flair fan kind of gets the... Oh, actually, you can see it right there. Gets the kind of gist of it. Now, this was bloody. However, it's the same head, but without blood. Same exact figure, no blood, Carolina blue. Now, without the blood. Can play that Jeopardy theme song. I don't have the rights to play it, but that's what's going on in my head right now. It's hard because Ric Flair was so expressive that I could see a frame of his face looking like this. Now, is this a normal, like, Ric Flair look of a scan? No. But if he's, you know, I do a lot of, like, pause and, like, taking pictures of the TV crap. So I do have an idea about this stuff. So if, like, pause a frame, he could definitely look like this. But it's more based on a frame and not something that he would normally do, like a just kind of straight face or smile or whatever. So it's one of those things. I don't know. I think... I don't know. Let me see one more time. Because of the physique and the, like, tights and everything, I definitely tell it's Flair. I think my criticism would be he just should have got a different head scan. He could have kept the same body. Although I'd still appreciate, and it looks like a righty poo on a camera, but the lefty poo being a little shorter. However, my critique would be, you know, maybe do a different pose. Because it makes sense, because in that WrestleMania Provo, he woos, his hair was crazy, and you get the blood in the front and everything. This is just like a frame of a typical woo. Woo! However, if we can, let's look at those Carolina blue buns. Seen him naked many a times. People have pulled down Flair's tights. We've all seen his butt, but that's a good representation of them. So I will say, and I hope this works out because of the effing blue screen. So you get the bloody poo, and you get the Carolina clean. And say, I like this one better. And this one's okay. But I do like this because it does remind me of WrestleMania 8. Better than this one, I'll say. And this isn't terrible. It's just, I kind of like wish he chose either a different head, really, or a different, like, expression. Because it definitely works for this. Like I said, it could even stand to be a little more bloody, and I'm not a blood guy. And this looks kind of like a pause a woo on a random Monday Nitro. It might like frame like this. That's my critique. Good figures nonetheless. I mean, they're all like, everything's good on thing like that. Just wish my critiques were shorter. Left hand on this one. Different head and shorter left arm on this one. So I give it to, as far as these two, the bloody red version. Bum coming at you. Alright. I don't know how to shut off the green screen. I wish I kind of did in a way, but it is cool in a way too. Although I gotta not put my hand over it so well. Alright, I'll use my other effing hand. Let's see if that works. Oh, that's better. Could use a green screen to protect the video behind you for a watch along or something, maybe. I saw a video game streamer on Twitch doing that for the gameplay. It appeared as the whole screen behind. Oh, that's pretty cool. Fly the L said that. It was kind of interesting. Yeah, no, it sounds it. Didn't notice until they quit projecting the video and pulled up the screen. I give it just. Abidley said hi. Hi, Abidley. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Claudio gave me the wave of approval, of course. Alright, 34. So I think the next one I want to do, and this one's going to be an easy unboxing because they're that slide package. This is Epic Toys. And no, you don't have to adjust your sets. I got some weird green screen thing on. If I could, there was an angle I got at one time. Alright, so like that. He's so green. He is wearing a green robe, too. Alright, well, just, if you want to Google the image, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying my best. Alright, so, I will say that these ones, it appears there's tape or something on them. I'm just a fool. It slides right off. Oh, that almost, okay. That's probably as good as it gets, like Jack Nicholson. And then, wow. It takes technique. Woo! Alright. If you really want to see the back of the card. Oh, I almost friggin' had it. There we go. Look again. Before the green takes over. Oh, shit. Alright, there it is. Now he's got his little plastic slidey. And he's green too. We're all green here. Kermit it up. So we'll take that aside for now. Now, off the bat. Leadoff hitter. Okay, look at the robe. He has an effing robe. Right off the bat, and I love that. Already has an advantage because it just comes with the robe. And what is Ric Flair known for? Well, it kind of looks cool in the green, with his green robe. But yes, he comes with the robe, which, as you saw, the other two did not. Tied in the back, which I saw with the Dr. Death Steve Williams. I saw it, I think, mentioned on Major Pod, but it's true. It's damn true. It is tied in the back, so we're going to just romantically untie it for the niche. I got to watch out for those helicopter propellers coming out from the front of the robe rather. So just be careful. Oh, there it is. All the glory. Woo! So there's the niche. He's in his green. Looking mean. All right. Whoa, his arms are really effing more flexible than I thought they'd be. Like, he can stretch like that. Who would have thunk it? I did not know this. This is all new information. If you're at the table I'm at right now, Boner City. All right, so, damn it. Slowly. There's the robe. And there's Nate. She's like, hey, I wasn't harassing no stewardess. Woo! There's the back of his Flair bum. And if we can get his face scan. Okay. Let's take a look. Now I like how let me do positive. See how that elbow joint or whatever. It's like damn it. This would be the time I wouldn't want the green screen. See how his arm's like bent and you can bend it outward, which is not typical Hasbro style. See, in, out, yes, yes. But you see what I mean? So get that, spin around. Oh, give us something. And there it is. But that's all right. I'll say that's cool. He can put his hand on his hips and do the dip. It's got the RF of the effing tights. Green's my favorite color, so I love that. However, I don't like to be negative, to be honest. Now look at that face. Look at his face. Is it something that you want? Alright, alright, I love Epic. They do a great job. And maybe, I don't know, there's something just off. I don't know if it's hair. I'm trying to look at the face. Alright, in fairness, it's passable, but it could be a better skin. Maybe Flair's a hard face to get because he's so expressive and everything. But it's pretty cool, and I like how it's like legs are like Series 1 macho. Look at those thighs in the green. So we'll do the joint test if you can even see it. Head tight. Right arm, left arm tight. Left arm, right arm tight. Like I showed you, there's little bendy joints, bendy poos. Waist does not move, however. So I think that's why they were like, well, let's add some more. And it actually helps get the robe on and off. So that's a good feature. I think for the price point it's at, sure. And you get the sweet robe, and the robe's really cool. If I can get a good shot of it, it's green. Whoa! Ah! Okay. No! Gonna make weird noises till it goes clear. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, yes! Something like that. Oh, my goodness. I need... Oh, my arm looks crazy. This is... Wow, this is messed up. Probably not the night for the green screen. I mean, it is kind of cool, but... Funny, picked a good day to start sniffing glue. I know, what the frig, man. Just be chill. How long are you gonna stream today? Holy crap, I'm at 42 minutes. I don't know what that means, but okay. Oh, I actually, I actually get this one during Epic's Friday sale. They finally sold a bunch of figs to the U.S. I got the 4-pack and the other 3, Wyndham, Barbarian, and Dr. Death. Yeah, I mean, I like the inclusion of the robe. I even like the elbow joint, extra oomph that they try to put in there. It's just, where is it? The face scan, I don't know. It's just hard. Like I said, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it could improve. I think that's fair enough to say. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's not focused on your end. Hopefully it is. But that's his face. It's like, okay, Ric Flair. You know what I mean? But it could be better. That's my opinion. However, Dr. Death, what's the other one? Barry Windham and Barbarian are like wicked sick. Not that this one's bad. It's just out of the 4, this is the least impressive, I have to say. Oh, okay. I think just one piece of tape at them was easy to cut with a knife. I think 2 of them didn't even have the tape. So it preserves the card. Yeah. Yeah, it was my own silly technical difficulties. How many Flair robes you got? How now in the collection? I got rid of like a lot of my figures in my day, but I did kind of get a few. I kept a few of the Jax robes from way back in the classic Superstars, and I got a few from Mattel. Elites and stuff. I'd say probably at this point, and then I got these 2, so I'd say probably like 10. So not an extraordinary amount. And there were a few times. But I thought this would be a better fit. Actually, we'll try it out for like a retro. Because the Superstars are not that. I know he's wearing green, but I'm just trying to here. Because I know the Superstar are a little closer in scale, obviously, than the, what's it called? Mattel Elite. Not too bad. If you could see it, damn it. How do I hold this so you can see it? Alright. See, a little longy. But I think you can get away with it. Not bad. Alright, so it's worth it. It's got the tie in the front. Let me get it a little off his shoulders. It's like a little longish on the hand. But as you can see, I mean, it's like incredibly stupid looking. I think it's passable. And this is red. I know he's wearing green. And I was going to actually try it weird enough on the Hasbro. Actually, let me try it on the zombie that's actually wearing effing red. So we'll take this off. Bang, bang, boom. Come here, zombie baby. Alright. Put his little army poo back. Goes over that long arm of the law. Alright, goes back here, a little pointy. Oh, come on. Please just look good. Please just look good. Alright, so we can see too long, but I think if you get it on the floor at the right angle, you can do it. I want to try it. I should have effing brought up the Hasbro. I did not, but actually, if you kind of puff it up, it's not too bad. Woo! I know he's bleeding already, but like maybe you put it on the robe because he was cold or something. And I do have the Carolina blue, but obviously the red robe probably wouldn't. You'd probably wear the like blue robe or royal blue or the sky blue robe, in my opinion. Zombie Flair bum does look more accurate, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I like the idea of what they were trying with all the kind of bell and whistles, but like, with including the robe, so going zombie with the robe, of course. But if you're just looking, actually, where's that Carolina blue? Because it's clear. Okay. Which would you think is Ric Flair? Hopefully that focuses enough. Yeah, zombie. And the physique is dead on. My only critique on this figure, actually, is for this particular one, I would have thought a different head scan, just because it's already been used with blood. That's a little nitpicky. The arm, though, I think is legit. Should be a little shorter. Rust is really good, though. So, I like how Epic it included the robe. That was a nice touch. I like them giving a nod to the future with the elbow joints because it makes the robes come off nice and easy. You can also do the suck it down. But we ain't done yet at 49 minutes with a green screen that I don't know how to shut off. Oh, wait a minute. Epic choice. Oh, I missed a lot. Okay. Bum did zombie earlier if you want to rewind. Yes. Thank you, Flair. Hey, what's up, Big Lud? I think the zombie Flair chest and bum are some accurate, actually. I do agree. I concur. Christmas Flair with the red robe and the green trunks. Oh, you might be onto something else. Zombie baby instead of Santa baby. Zombie baby. Oh man, that's funny. I do wish I could shut the green screen off. Like, I like it, but it's also distracting when I'm trying to show the face. But we made it this far, baby. And I saved. Could it be the best for last? Now this one's got still like a little value to it, at least on eBay. Down, it used to have a lot more. The WWE Retro. He's also wearing the Carolina blue, comes with the RF stand. But I am going to open it. You know why? Woo! Because it's Ric Flair. So, gonna pop him right off the package, baby. Oh, this one comes off like nothing. But this was all the way back in what year? 2017, which doesn't seem long ago for an old man, but was 8 years, almost 9 years. So, oldie but goodie. He popped right off the package. Not the total package, but the package. Now, here's the Mattel Retro. Now, what the Mattel Retros have all these companies is the callback to the Hasbro action. Look at that. And perfect action for him for the chop. Let's chop himself, won't we? I don't know if you can see an epic. Woo! Well, heard it. Believe me, he chopped him. So there he is. He's on a surfboard trying to ride the waves. And there he is. Carolina blue once again. Except on this one, they went Carolina blue bum. But let me back up. Stop. Like royal blue knee pads and boots, so a little different than the zombie. So slightly different. Okay. Might as well do the joint test on the Mattel. I don't think that this is probably the first time I unbox one of these bad puppies. Head, good. I like how that arm goes like that and like that. Oh, that's tight as a mother. And then we all know about the waist action. Not only does it twist, but let's twist again. You know. So, let's look. Off the bat, the Mattel is better than the Epic. I'm not even going to use the bloody one because they're literally both clean, wearing pretty much the same outfits. So it's down to these two babies. And something can be said about, I think, both. So I think out of, if you're talking retro flares, it is kind of tough. Let me take another look, actually. Like, body-wise, the zombie Flair has it. And the face isn't really the greatest either on the Mattel. Almost has like a Dino Bravo kind of look to it. It does have the choppity, which is nice. You know, I'm giving it to Zombie. I'm giving it to Zombie as the best Ric Flair. Besides the Hasbro, because Hasbro's are always my favorite, so I'm biased, so I don't even count those. So, these two. And I prefer the red, personally. It didn't come with the robe, don't fool. So I'm going to give it to Zombie. I'm going to give it to Zombie on that one. I like what Epic was trying to do, but these scans just not doing it for me. I mean, the arms and physique are, you know, more proportioned. But he's also very pale for Ric Flair, too. Whereas if you look, there's a definite, like, skin tone differentiation, if I could talk. And you see, oh, you know, he's very pale. So, I do like them, though. Let's give all the positives. Like, it does come with the green robe, which is really sweet. Oh, and by the way, the Mattel thing came with this RF stand. Where the hell did it go? Let's see how it goes on it. Oh, bingo, bango. That's pretty cool. Oh, baby. But I still give it to the zombies, and actually I'll hold up my pick of Ric Flairs that I've unboxed today. Flair, baby. The Mattel one's actually really good. It's just the faces again. I'm not saying this one's perfect either. I guess Flair just has one of those unique faces that is hard to get. Hopefully it's not a Bret Hart situation where they never fix it. So, as far as the Flair bum goes, that's all of them. See if I can one-handy poo them. There we go. The whole gang's here. So there they are. I vote second place would be Carolina Blue Zombie first, the Bloody Zombie. Mattel, not too bad, face a little off. Too light face off, but I do like the inclusion of the green. So that's that. So with that being said, I got through it. Got through those flares. Not in too bad a time. 5 of them, you know. We got green screen. I don't know how to shut it off. Apologies for that. So yeah, we went through the flares. You can woo if you want to. Helicopter if you want to. I'll just show them one last little wave of time. Woo. This one's with the stand, the action Mattel. And my favorite of the Bizunch, this one. So, with that being said, I appreciate anyone that's commented or tuned in to this special Flair Friday. And like I always say, till next time, keep bombing.